Alright, let's shoot this a second time because I hated how everything looked. Hello Pingos, I'm Roger. Welcome back again, and this time we're going to do a little video on Wiki-How's how to put a curse on someone. So we recently did a video, like I said, on Wiki-How's how to remove a curse on someone. So I was figuring, why not do the opposite and let's learn how to put a curse on someone. The intended harm to your victim could be annoyance, psychological stress, illness, or even death. So play safely out there with these curses. I also have to mention how much lower the user rating for this guide is versus the remove a curse. Like a bunch of people out there were doing curses that just failed, but a lot of people removed the curses and it was pretty good. Now let's continue. Let's learn how to put a curse on someone. Okay, so now we have to be aware of the possible outcomes here. Studies have shown that people who think they're affected by a curse are affected by something called diastolic flaccidity, which causes rapid drops in blood pressure, which can cause death. But here in America, we have a saying, and that saying is, let the bodies hit the floor. Another thing, the curse could come back to curse you. Wiccans say that anything you do can come back to you threefold. So let's say you give a curse of annoyance, say like something itchy to someone, that curse breaks unintendedly, bounces back to you, you're gonna get smallpox. Now the person casting the spell can also receive great psychological stress. However, I'm a full-grown adult. I can imagine a lot of psychological stress, so just bring on some more. I do enjoy how it says, right before we start, have you considered just forgiving and moving on with your life? However, we're already here at the website, so I think forgiveness is off the table. Now, it's very important to set your intention clearly. Magical forces are a little bit confused and a little deaf, so speak clearly. Also, protect yourself. If you're going to be doing this, have a little protective amulet or a nice watch that you care about, or a ring, something that brings protection to your soul. It's time to gather the materials. Now for this curse, we are going to be doing a jar curse spell. So first item we need, a jar. The website says that you can use a pickle jar, one of the better items, or just any type of container with a lid. Obtain a poppet. Now a poppet is just anything that can symbolize or resemble your victim, such as a doll, a piece of paper with their name written on it, a piece of their hair, nails, stuff like that. If you do the hair and nail collection method, make sure that you're not caught, because if you're caught, you could have interference from the cops. However, I think it's important to note that if you did a protection spell from the cops before you started collecting hair and nails, I think you're in the clear. If you do the writing their name on a piece of paper, make sure you write clearly and legibly. Penmanship matters with magical forces. The third thing you need to gather is some sort of object to act as a medium for negative energies. The items you could use are nails, tacks, peppers, vinegar, urine, farts, anything you can keep in a jar. And each one does something different. It's kind of like Boy and his blob. Throw stuff out there, see what it does. Part 3, it's time to build a curse jar. Now it doesn't say why, but it does clearly state that you need to clean the jar as well as possible. I'm not sure why, but it seems like magic might be a germaphobe or something along those lines. Remind yourself of your intention, okay? Curse spells are a lot like pipe bombs, and they go off unintendedly. You have the jar nice and clean, it's time to put the poppet in the jar. Then, put the medium in the jar. Close the jar, and then of course, give it a good shake. Just shake it real hard. After you're done shaking that jar, put it into a dark spot. You now have the curse of brewing and a stewing. One of my favorite places that I'm gonna put my curse jar is under the staircase. Give myself a little Harry Potter curse. Now, of course, you have to be patient with your curses. It could take days, it could take weeks, it could take months, even a year. So just be patient, let the magical forces kind of ferment. If your spell hasn't worked after a year, it might be time to strengthen your curse. And how do you strengthen the curse? The answer is, of course, and obviously, psychology. Simply walking up to your victim and saying things curse-like is a great way to strengthen the curse. Such as walk up to your victim and go, "You're not gonna sleep well tonight." "What?" And then just walk away. It also says to sabotage your victim. That's a really great way of strengthening the curse. Another thing you can do is over-supervise the target. Always be over their shoulder if you can. Say like, "Why are you doing it this way? Are you sure you wanted to do it like that?" Just mean, passive-aggressive things. And of course, you can always just verbally curse in front of their face. Call them a good fuckhead. Made a curse jar, you put it underneath the stairs, you cursed your victim. They're dealing with a lot of negative energies their direction. Now it's time to break the curse. So what do? Number one thing you do, make sure you have your amulet of protection. Necklace, watch, ring, something that you care about, as we said. Then you just take the jar out of hiding, put it in a bag, make sure that none of the glass that you're gonna break goes anywhere dangerously, and just hit the bag with a hammer or something. Break the glass and the spell. I don't think this is real. Like, I'm sure there's ways to put curses on people that are very legitimate, but I'm sure that this guide is not a legitimate way to do those things. And if not, I think it might actually harm you. And like the guide says a number of times, maybe it's better if you just forgive and forget and go about your life. Maybe your energies could be spent elsewhere doing good things instead of making curse jars and putting them under the stairs, such as making sure people have enough food to eat. But of course, nah, we're American here. I'd rather make sure my victim is as miserable as I am instead of making sure that I'm living a healthy, fulfilling life. Alright everyone, thanks for watching that video. I had a fun time making it. I appreciate everyone who watches it, listens to the podcast. Once again, my name's Roger. Give this a like and subscribe. We got a lot more content coming your way. And of course, over my face right now, unless I'm really bad at editing, should be our patrons. They are supporting the show right now, allowing us to do a lot of fun, creative stuff. Thank you very much. And of course, punch the sky, Spaceman Joe.